Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the No ID podcast. This is season 2. Okay, we have the wonderful uh, adult entertainer slash tattoo artist that goes by the name of the Sexual Savage, formerly known as Caramel Dior. Say something to the people.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Me and Savage have been friends for years. She's a good person. We talk about it every day. She's been in the industry for how long?
Too long. I'm telling my age. 20 something. Almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years?
Yeah, I say 20 years because I count from when I started dancing. I feel like that's just part of the adult industry as well.
It's still entertainment.
Exactly. So I started dancing at 16. I'm 30 something or another, above 35. So yeah, 20 years.
So how did you get into the adult industry?
I started dancing at 16 because I wanted to be grown and move out. And that was the fastest way to make money that I knew of, and especially in Atlanta. Um, then I realized I could pay for my college education with it. And I went to New York to go to college. Somebody introduced me to a photographer from Black Tail, and it kind of starts spinning out of control from there.
Spinning out of control, like in a good way out of control, or
Oh, definitely a good way. I started getting photo shoots. I was getting booked for modeling gigs, and I didn't even date men at the time, oddly. And somebody had proposed to me, like, won't you try porn? And I was like, I don't even like dudes. They was like, that's even better because you're not going to get caught up in it. You're just going to be about your money.
mm,
And so be it. But I think the years of doing it, I started to like dudes.
mm.
Not that I didn't like dudes. Let me get that clear. I've never been completely lesbian. I've never been completely straight. I'm very fluid. I just didn't like to be penetrated.
Okay, okay, that's cool, man. So like, it's been a grind. It's more like anything. Just like with me in comedy, you just building your brand, you're networking with the right people. Sometimes you get bad relationships and stuff like that. Have you ever had any type of like sour relationships, any experiences left a bad taste in your mouth in the industry, or
Of course, I'm not gonna name names, but there's one producer out there that kind of leaves a bad taste in everybody's mouth. Pretty much, if you don't do things his way, how he want them, when he want them, he will go through the industry, telling half truths or bad mouthing you. And they say how's the saying go when they say like any advertisement is good advertisement? No, not in that industry, because if somebody say something along the lines of your testing or your skills, it makes it hard for you to get a job, and you have to rebrand yourself.
you do? It's all about branding yourself. So, what was the first name that you chose? Was it Caramel Dior? Was it Sexual Savage? What?
It was Caramel Dior. Savage came along because I needed an alter for a scene. They wanted me to do like a naughty nice type situation, and Caramel Dior was like my industry name that was given to me. Um, and it was Christian Dior sunglasses, and they were made the year that I was born. I was caramel complected, kind of boom. It just kind of fit, and I rode with it.
That's true. Um, that's true. I don't care who hears this. I've seen your work. I like it. You
But
know,
thank you.
it's dope. No, it's dope. It's really dope. I mean, I don't have the gumption to do something like that, so it takes a lot of balls to do stuff like that. Um, is this something that you plan on? I don't know, building a career off of, or Or you plan on like, all right, you know,
No,
we.
I've been in the industry so long now. I'm ready to transition out of it. It's kind of hard to transition out of something that you've done for so long, but it's that time. Um, it has its ups and its downs. It's made me the person that I am, so I don't despise it. But it's definitely hard to maintain relationships in this industry, and some friendships. But for me, it's just time. I'm getting to that point where I'm getting too old to. I won't say too old to be doing it, but for me, I'm too old to be doing it.
I mean, yeah. Well, you want to go more into the back scene of producing, or
That's what I'm actually working on. I'm working on a entertainment company to manage and produce myself.
mm, so you gonna take some people underneath your wing that want to break into the industry too, or
Yes, definitely. I have a few people that I'm currently working with, and everything is moving very good. So yeah, I'm ready to step back behind the camera and get some of this producer money.
yeah, the executive producer money is pretty dope. You put on your own show and you behind the scene, you don't got to do the work on the camera. It's different. You know, a lot of people
Definitely.
don't realize that the money is actually behind the scenes. You know, especially entertainment, you got to protect your brand and everything like that. So that's dope. So we're gonna move on because you also a tattoo artist too, right?
I like to think of myself as an artist all the way around. But yes, I do tattoos.
Okay, I'm gonna just say artist all the way around. What's some of your work that you've done? What's some of the work that you do that you dabble in?
I paint, I airbrush, I do makeup, I do tattoos as well. I draw. I do t-shirts, anything that's colorful with color, I'm with it.
Mm, same. Okay, I got
I
you.
can't sing though. I can't sing, oddly enough. But I play instruments. I play 6 different instruments.
What's his instruments he play?
I play the drums, the clarinet, the flute, saxophone, um, clarinet, saxophone, piano, cello.
Violin.
Uh,
Um,
I probably could play the violin a little bit, but the cello was my instrument of choice. But they're all kind of the same.
I got you. Like I see you also. Well, you was on the wave before, but you got an OnlyFans, the night,
Yeah.
all that. How does that work out for you?
OnlyFans is dope. You have your own creativity, man. You can cook, you can do whatever. It's like people think it's all about porn, but there's all kind of things on OnlyFans from you know, gym classes, the cooking classes, the story time. But it's uh, it's one. It's starting to take over, but it's very interactive where you can interact with your fans through text messages, pay per text messages, throw your videos, tweet, all that good stuff. So it's a pretty little dope platform.
I didn't know they had cooking up there. Cause like I don't know, maybe because the media portrays as like anybody got social fans is automatically like doing something sexual or something. I don't know. I ain't know they
It's
had.
all kind of different things. It's automotive shows on there. It's all kind of categories. That's what it was started for. It wasn't even started for porn, but like any good thing, the nakedness will come in and take over.
Goodness will come in and take over. Um, you're a nudist as well too, right?
I'm definitely a nudist and naturalist. Don't use soaps. Very natural. Like being nude all the time as much as I can.
Mm, I don't got the confidence for that to walk.
Why not? Body is beautiful. All bodies are beautiful.
Well, I thought you just meant my body is beautiful. How about I say thank you, baby? Thank you,
your,
baby.
your body is beautiful too. All bodies are beautiful.
Come on, just say mine and just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. Just
Your
leave.
body is your body is beautiful, love.
I know. You're a good friend, man. I love you to death, man. We met. I don't even know. 09, 07, 08.
Between 07, 08, when I was a cam girl.
Yeah, yeah. Dope shit though. You know what I'm saying? We stayed in contact with um we have our little conversations about life and stuff, man. So, you know, what people don't realize, man, when you go into that industry or any entertainment industry, you're still a person. Your what you're doing to make money does not change you as a person. You are a great person.
Thank you.
You got a good spirit.
A lot of times this industry does it makes people dehumanize us and think that all we do all day long is have sex. And that's further from the truth.
It is relevant. I don't think you can have sex all day. You probably could.
Probably could, but I mean some things will get tired.
Some things will start shooting blanks.
But
So, some things gonna start shooting blanks. I can, yeah, I know some things gonna start shooting blanks. You gonna get tired and dehydrated after a while. You know what I mean?
you know?
Um, let's see. By far the most interesting person. I mean, I can go on and on about everything like that. Was it hedonism? Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm.
BDSM. Uh,
Yes.
okay, I don't know nothing about that. I've seen you on the ground making whips, and I've seen it on your social media and stuff like that. So um, I don't know nothing about that industry. I don't want to know nothing about that part. I don't.
BDSM is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. You gotta be with it. You can't. I mean, you're not gonna survive it if you're not really with it. But you have to be open and you have to communicate. But everybody likes a little BDSM. I'm pretty sure you do too, because I'm pretty sure you smack chicks on the ass when you hit it from the back.
Yeah, I have.
Exactly.
But you some girls be a little scared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And some girls like it. It's like, okay, let me break it down on the BDSM topic real quick, just to let you know. So, if you're getting pleasure out of smacking somebody's ass, that's the sadist in you, enjoying inflicting somewhat of some pain. It doesn't have to be, I'm trying to beat you up pain, but it's still a little sting, it's a little pain, it's a little naughty. You're getting pleasure from it, and that's the sadist, and then she's getting pleasure, and that's the masochist, enjoying pain through pleasure. So everybody got a little BDSM, a little hair pull, a little razzle dazzle. You know what I'm saying?
everybody got a little bit of nudist in them as well too.
You know?
So okay, yeah, I'm not. I mean, I can spank. I just want the belt and stuff like that. We're not going this. My mom listens to this podcast. Um, you know what I mean? So I mean, I've had some experiences and stuff like that. So it's definitely interesting. It's how you spice up your life. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
Stop being boring.
yeah, like I think porn is should be in the same category, honestly, of regular films. I guess because of the ratings of it, the three X's behind it, it doesn't. You got camera angles, you got preparation. I mean, you got scenes, you got scripts, and some of the ones that I've seen. Um, so it's definitely different.
On a lot of ends, there is a lot of production to go on to it. And a lot of people always be like, especially when it comes to some porn stars or internet girls, be like, oh, I'm not paying you. You're not a porn star. You're not understanding the money and prep time that goes into it. We might be buying outfits, getting hair done, getting makeup done, getting nails done, all to shoot a 30-minute scene. That's gonna cost you some money. Then you gotta pay to get it edited. You might have to pay for the cameraman. So yeah, it's not just we get a camera phone and just get at it. But sometimes, of course, you do. You're gonna have that type footage. But when you have a pro am type shoot, you're putting some money behind it, and you want people to support you. But that goes on with being a genuine person, and I try to do that with my fans. I give them a little bit of Carmen, and I give them a lot of bit of Savage. Excuse me, but I let them know that this is what it is. Like, love me, feed me, never leave me. Like Garfield said.
Oh, yeah, you definitely told your age because I do not remember that part. There's a lot. There's a lot to it, and you're in the form of a content creator with your social media because you posting every day, um, hashtagging and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure, and I'm positive, you get dudes in your inbox, yo, shorty, I wife you up. I want to do X, Y, and Z. Probably a lot of unsolicited pics as well too, right?
Oh Lord, yes.
For all
Please don't send me unsolicited pictures because they might get posted on the ad and Bubba might call you.
Let me tell you, dude, something, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Don't send them pics. All right, it's weird. You just randomly sending it into a DM or email, and you don't know if uh who looking at it. It could be Bubba Ray back there waiting to do it, or little Ray Ray, or somebody waiting. Getting off in that picture. So you got to be careful what you send out. So usually on these segments, man, I ask everybody I ask everybody that comes on this show, you know, your top 5 comedians, being that I am a comedian, I'm not an entertainer, well, adult entertainer. Um, your top 5 comedians, dead or alive, we're starting 6 men.
Okay. My top would probably be Richard Pryor,
Okay.
Andrew Dice Clay.
Okay. That's 2.
Freaking, freaking love him. Cat Williams. I don't care what nobody said.
That's number
He he broke into the millennia generation. Kevin Hart, and a lot of people don't like him, but Kevin Hart funny as shit, especially if you watch his early stuff.
right.
Um, I gotta give it up for Monique.
Okay, number 5. You got a
Um,
man.
Delta Burke. No, that's not her name. What's her name? The chick from Harlem Nights. I said Delta Burke. That's the white lady off of her name is Della Reese. Della Reese. Why I call that lady Delta Burke? Della Reese.
I don't know. Delarice was the GOAT. I remember Touched by Angel.
Della Reese, boy. Woo!
And
It's, it's another old lady, and I can't think of her name. And I wish I could, but when I see her, I know her.
you probably gonna text me and be like, it's such and such.
Right. I can't think of her name right now. But I'll say Keenan Ivory Wayans. Because he did something nobody could do. Or nobody did and has done since then. And Living Color was like the archetype of a lot of stuff.
A Living Color. So before A Living Color, right? You had Saturday Night Live. Once Eddie Murphy left it, in my opinion, just wasn't the best of years. Then they brought Keenan, Wayne, not Keenan, from Keenan and Kel, Keenan Thompson, and I loved it. But in Living Color put a lot of people on, and Keenan Ivory Wayans was a genius. Once he got on, he put his family,
Family. Whole family.
whole family on. Marlon, Sean, Kim. Uh, you see, they kids getting put on. Then he had you noticed that actually put Jim Carrey on, Marissa
Yeah.
Tomei, Jennifer Lopez. I
A
mean, like
lot of people.
the list continues.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, yeah, Jamie Foxx. So and with that, when you said Cat Williams, I don't care what goes on in Cat Williams' personal life. That's not something I have to deal with. But I know when I watch his stand-up specials, all 9 of them have been hilarious. It's not been that one bad one. K
And it
Hart.
makes you want to watch it again and again.
It is K Hart. People looking at K Hart like, okay, they don't think he's funny, but Kevin Hart is hands-on actor, comedian. He's got the Laugh Out Loud Network, Laugh Out Loud. He bought the Foxhole Businessman. You know, he has. I don't know if people like. I think in like anything, people like to compare your early work to your late work. Like,
Right.
and there's really no comparison, in my opinion. I think your early work is like that work where you just like you hungry, you ready to kill it.
Right.
You know, and then later on, of course, it's not gonna be funny because I think Kevin Hart, he's been in. I mean, the man puts at least 7, 8 movies a year.
He doing his thing.
He
And
doing it
he's staying so humble.
exactly. You know, uh, Richard Pryor, genius. Um, genius. He was raw as a
So
motherfucker.
Rudy Moore.
Ready Rumor, exact Dolomite, exactly. Uh, enough for me. My top 5 with my starting system, it changes every episode. It's going to keep changing because so many people have seen. And it's not in any order. It's always going to be Ali Sadiq. That's Mexican Got on Boots. If anybody hasn't heard, Mexican Got on Boots on Comedy Central. Uh, Flip Wilson. See, Flip Wilson was doing the whole, different characters before a lot of people. Flip Wilson, Richard Pryor. Um, that's 3. Lavelle Crawford 4. D.L. Hughley 5. 6 man's gonna be Chappelle. So that's dope though, man. And do you have any advice for those that want to break into the game, want to break into the industry?
Find your niche. Do your research. Anybody can get in front of a camera and have sex. Find your niche. Find what makes you different or stand out from the rest. That's how people out here getting put on. And stay true to who you are. Don't play follow the leader because you feel like that's going to get you somewhere. Because somebody else's wheelhouse might not be yours. I got a couple of good friends in the industry, and a lot of people try to compare us, but we're different. We have different goals, we have different ambitions, and we do things different. But that don't keep us from being friends.
Yeah, it will be. What can they follow you at?
You can follow me on my Instagram, the THE_sexual.savage. Twitter, Sexual Savage. Facebook, Carmen, the Savage. Uh, Snapchat, ATL Sexual Savage. ATL, ho, hey. Uh, I think that's it.
That's it.
My website, thesexualsavage.com. Like, plenty of ways to get in touch with me.
Okay. This podcast be available on every streaming platform. Um, you can follow me, Comedian Rome, on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Comedian Rome. Facebook is just gonna be Jerome Davis, and Cameo, Jerome Davis. Oh, and the podcast Instagram is No ID Podcast. There's no underscores. There's none of that crazy stuff like I had before. Finally got somebody that didn't have that name. Um, so it's just No ID Podcast. And thank you for coming on doing the interview.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. I appreciate you coming on. I know a little bit you kind of a little busy person the last couple of days. What's
Uh, Tying up my birthday week. Just tying up my birthday week.
okay? Well, happy birthday again.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I know you turned 22.
You know,
You know what I mean?
keeping it sexy around this guy.
But y'all be safe out there. I appreciate you coming on to the podcast. I really appreciate
Well, thank you. I appreciate you as well.
it. All right. Y'all be easy. Thank you.
All right.